Hey guys, I just want to cut in quickly and say my last video got 248 views. The fuck? I mean, like, and that was overnight. Like, when I first uploaded it, it got like 2 views. I was like, okay, you know what? That's okay. I go to sleep, I wake up, 240 views. 48 views. As of right now when I'm recording this. Thank you, I mean, damn. But I've noticed slowly over time that it's like kind of growing, like my subs and my views, which, you know, thank you. That's awesome. I wonder how many views this is gonna get. Hey guys, it's me again. I'm back. Wearing the hat because it's bed hair right now, so you know. Usually you know, no, I'll take it off. Today I'm just gonna be talking about some stupid shit. Like, what was I originally gonna call this? Shower thoughts. Like, okay. Have you ever just thought about a random question? Or like, have you ever just thought about something while you're like doing nothing? You're just like, like, why is that that? And I'm gonna give examples of what that is, but like, no, these are just gonna be like shower thoughts and like dumb questions that I've thought about over the years. And I don't know, I wanted to make a video about it because, I don't know, I think it's kind of funny. Why is it called the 24-hour clock if it never actually hits 24 hours? Because if you think about it, it only ever like hits 23 hours and 59 minutes. It never actually hits 24 hours. And sure, you could make the argument that when it hits 0000, then it's 24, but it's not 24. So why does it do that? Shouldn't it be called like the 25? No, not 25. No, the 23-hour clock. Why do we call it the 24-hour clock? Come on, guys. We gotta catch it up, guys. Come on. Why do we call them buildings if they've already been built? Because isn't building the act and like state of building a building? Why do we call it a building if it's already been built? We should either call it a built or a build. Well, you know what? Why don't we call it a build? Because like, this is gonna be a weird example, but like when you're building something in Minecraft, you call it a build. So why do we call buildings when we should be calling them builds? Like housing. I don't actually. No, I do. I do know what housing is. When we're housing, we call it like when we're housing, and after we've done that, we call it a house. So why do we call buildings after we've like stopped building them? Come on, guys. Why do we park in driveways, but drive in parkways? Now this one's a bit of a silly one, and you know what? I'll be genuinely honest. I don't understand it. Why do we call the things we park in driveways, and why do we call the things we drive on parkways? I feel like at some point someone just got confused and was like, "Oh, okay, that's a driveway," and they're like, "Sure, you know what? Whatever, man." And then they swap the two around. I don't know. That's just a little silly one, but I do wonder it sometimes. Why is it called taking a dump when you're actually leaving one? This is another one of those silly ones, but no, it makes sense. You're not taking the dump, you're leaving a dump. So like if you don't know what taking a dump is, it's shitting. So when someone says, "I'm gonna go take a dump," they're not taking a dump out, they're leaving a dump. So they should be saying, "I'm gonna go leave a dump." Come on, guys. If you're waiting for a waiter, doesn't that make you the waiter? So like, you know, whenever you're sitting at like a restaurant and like you're sitting at a table and you're waiting for the waiter to come by so they can be like, "Hey, here's the menu, what do you want to order?" doesn't that make you the waiter? Because you're waiting for them to come to you. Why are they called waiters? I mean, I guess because they're waiting for customers to come in, but like, I don't know. You're actually the waiter because, I don't know, I guess you're both waiters. Because you're waiting for a waiter to come to you, and the waiter is waiting for a waiter to wait for them to come over. Waiter, waiter, waiter. Now this one's a very stupid one. One that, I know, I guess it kind of makes sense. No, it's more ironic than anything. Why is the word abbreviation so long? So if you don't know what abbreviation means, it's like words like IDK, meaning I don't. Wait. IDK could mean I do know, but it could also mean I don't know. So anytime someone has said IDK, they could be saying I do know. I only just now realized that. That's crazy. No, you know what? I'm gonna make that one. You do realize that IDK could also mean I do know and I don't know. This is just gonna be about why is the word abbreviation so long? No. IDK means I do know and I don't know. Shit. Why is the word lisp so hard to say when you have a lisp? No, this one hasn't like stuck in my mind at any point. It's another one of those silly ones where, I don't know, it just pops into my head and it's like, you know what? Nah, whatever. That's what I'm like when it just pops into my head. There's nothing more to it. It's sort of just like questioning why. Like, why would you make a hard word for people with a lisp to say when they have that? I don't know. Just random thoughts. Why is the word phonetically not spelt phonetically? So in case you guys don't know, phonetically means like when a word is spelt how it sounds. So what's a good example? I don't actually know. Like a good example is just the word itself, because phonetically is spelled PHONE. PHONE TICALY, but it should be spelled. Well, it shouldn't be. I don't know. Why is it not spelled phonetically? Come on. Why is the word phonetically not spelled phonetically? Who decided that the word Q should be spelled with 4 different letters that sound like Q? Cause okay, hear me out. First letter of the word Q. Q. Okay. So, the first and second letter of the word Q. Q. Okay, that's a bit weird. First 3 letters of the word Q. Q. Okay. And now finally, last letter. Q. Well, like the 4th letter of the word Q. Q. Why did we need to add all those extra words when the entire word just says the word? Every letter of the word says the word. And finally, hold on. If you clean a vacuum cleaner, aren't you the vacuum cleaner? I can tell that your mind is blown right now. But yeah, if you clean a vacuum cleaner, then either one, you're a vacuum cleaner, or you're just a vacuum cleaner because you're cleaning the vacuum that cleans. So yeah, these are just like random shower thoughts I had. I have no idea how long this is gonna be. I imagine it's gonna be pretty short. But yeah, no, these are just random thoughts that I've like written down because I was like, you know what, these are kind of funny, and you know what, I'm gonna ask people these. You know, I'm gonna God, if I keep stuttering, and I'm gonna like, you know, tell people on the internet this because I think it's kind of funny. Let me know. I mean, I don't know if people do see this. Let me know what shower thoughts you've had, and tell me them in the comments. Like, comment them, you know. Also, I guess make sure to like and sub. I don't know. You do what you want to do, bro. It's your life, man. Alright, but yeah, that's probably gonna be it. It's a little bit of here, you know. Alright. Bye bye.